It's time for trigger warning.
Trigger warning! Fuck your feelings, you little snowflake! Triggerwarning.tv.
And welcome to Trigger Warning. Yes, we're back. Another hour or ish or so of political shenanigans, what's going on in the world, and general bollocks. Hello to you guys in Troll Central. You'll be getting this shortly. Hello to everybody that's watching on Facebook. Hi. And remember the hearts. Graham loves to count the hearts. Of course, I'm joined tonight. I did that just waiting for you to touch your laptop. Sorry. Joined this evening by our Graham.
Hiya.
And Cherry.
How do?
How you doing, fellas? You all right?
Yeah. Bit sleepy. I'm good though.
Bit tired.
Bit tired.
Tired.
Yeah.
I understand. It's life can get like that.
I've had 2 coffees just to get on air tonight.
Just to get you over
yeah.
that.
So
Home.
I'm gonna hate you later. I'll just be sat there at like 1 a.m, just wired, watching some shite movie.
Welcome to my world.
You're gonna hate me for that.
I'll just be like, Hayden.
Did I make you drink that fucking
No,
coffee?
you
Did I?
didn't.
No, I didn't.
I did it because.
See, I'll be sat there at 1 o'clock tonight thinking I hate Cherry and I hate Graham. Well, that's got fuck all to do with coffee. It's just general.
Just for reasons.
It's just general. Anyone I'm exposed to for more than 5 or 10 minutes generally grates terribly. Guys, tonight we've got quite a lot of things to talk about, but also make sure you get in touch because the show's really dull without some interaction from you guys. So it's live at triggerwarning.tv if you'd like to send us an email, live at triggerwarning.tv if you'd like to talk to us on Skype, at TriggeredTV on Twitter, and TriggerWarningTV on the Book of Face. So do get in touch about any of the topics we talk about or anything else you'd like to mention, because that's how it should be. Have a conversation, especially if you're Skyping, because that's always fun, especially if you remember, if you do Skype in, have your microphone plugged in. 1. If you've got headphones, use them. 2. 3. Make sure you turn the stream off because you get this weird echo shit and then we get blamed for it. So those are about the rules. Let's have a look in Troll Central. Not bald. Good. Lol Stars, hello. Enjoy your moaning tonight. L Viewer, that's fantastic. And Stay Frosty Bro. That's a very cool username, isn't it? Stay Frosty Bro. There's quite a lot going on with Trigger Warning at the minute. We didn't do a radio show on Sunday, but we have started an online radio station. We have our own online radio station. We're just in the process of setting it all up now. It does run 24 hours. It's got some old radio shows of ours on there. Along with it, it relays the Richie Allen Show live Monday through Thursday, 7 till 9. We're going to be relaying my show from Fab Radio on Sundays at 9 p.m. And we're also going to be relaying Game Face Show, I believe.
Yeah, go for it.
Fantastic. You can listen to it if you go to triggerwarning.tv. There's a radio player there. Within the next couple of days, it'll be moved to a better place for mobiles, and there'll be a mobile-friendly stream as well, so it'll eat up less data. Even better news about that is we're looking for unsigned bands. So if any of you guys are bands, musicians, anything like that, want to get your music on there, we'd love to have it. The other side is we're looking for people to host shows, podcasts to host, and shows to relay. Ideally, at the minute, I'd like to find one from a conservative point of view. I think that'd be really cool. And then we can look for one later from a more leftist point of view. And just try and keep it mixed up. So there's a bit of everybody on there. So everyone can be triggered to fuck by things that they listen to on there. But that's the plan with that. And so far, we've been having a bloody good play with it, haven't we, Graham?
Yeah, I had a great time. No one will ever hear it. But
no one will ever hear it, no.
Wonderful time of you just telling me I was a paedophile for a good 15, 20 minutes. It's quite a nice Tuesday, really.
Isn't that what we do?
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it. I did. I'm amazed that I didn't wake anyone up because I got a bit shouty.
You did get a bit excited.
Yeah.
The other good thing is we figured out a system where, because not everybody has 2 PCs, mixers, a spare PC for streaming, and laptops, and so we had to figure out how people who wanted to broadcast could do it with something easily affordable. And we've got it working. So if you've just got like a an i5 laptop, not a fancy one, Lenovo, that's the one I set it up on, just a cheap laptop with a mixture of freeware and donationware, and maybe invest a little in a mic, something like a USB Blue Yeti. You can run a whole show from one laptop, including your playout, your clips, everything else, all off one laptop. So I'm kind of excited where that could go, if I'm honest. But we'll see. We'll see where that goes. So that's Trigger Warning Radio. May or may not change its name, I don't know. Let's have a look. Cup of Tea says Richie Allen is a cunt. I'm sure he's been called worse. Equick says, "Oh, is it working now? Wow, fucking magic! What? Just the show, the stream, the radio? I don't know what you're referring to there. I'm not really sure." And Harry Bumfinger says, "Cheer to all." That's a cracking name. Fat Belly is having a pop at Cherry for a change. Fat Belly, did you enjoy the sign language we did last time? We'll make sure we have more of that for you. Yeah, Bra says Chosen One could do a mum joke show. Great. So, Charles Central's chugging along nicely. How are we doing on the social media book of face Twitters?
Twitter is completely dead.
As usual. People just follow it over time and never post.
I lost count of the amount of hearts that Happy Dog has sent. There's a good 20 there at least, of every colour of the rainbow.
Oh, bless you.
There's a couple of hearts dancing with each other. I'm sure you'll see him after the show. In terms of the hearts as well, we had a few before we... As well, there you go.
There we go.
They're all loving it for you. Natalie's also said, "Evening, bitches." So, evening.
She means you two.
Yeah, I like it. That's alright, I don't mind that. Tanya said, "Is coffee code for something?"
Coffee.
Coffee, no, literally. Really strong coffee. That I sat where Hayden is now.
I don't know why I'm shaking my head.
What kind of decent pharmaceuticals do any of us look like we could afford?
Man.
Guys complaining that the LL chat is not working, but it is.
It is.
In fact, I can see he's just commented in it, so I don't understand. He's had a few sherries tonight, hasn't he? Colin said, "Good evening."
Good evening, Colin.
Did any of you three go to Manchester City Centre to get your signed Tommy Robinson book?
Oddly enough, no, we didn't, did we?
No. Hashtag Tommy Robinson rules.
I didn't know he was even in Manchester.
Yeah, there was a bit. Well, that's where he launched his new book, and there was a big counter protest. And
the book what I did wrote.
Yeah, because it was one of them where some people saw it as being a bit insensitive, like so soon after the bombing and everything. Like, why would you come and create this kind of? Because it's
not that soon. It's been a while now.
That was the argument, though. That there was a lot of people here that were associated with the bombing who lost family members who were there saying, "Fuck off, get out my city," and all that. This isn't the place for that. Because you've got to accept with Tommy Robinson, it isn't just a book launch. It's not him going, "Well, I'm going to read a chapter. This is my favourite one." Why Muslims have dickheads.
Yeah, he's obviously got something to do there,
Yeah, and fair play for him. It was a good marketing. It's good marketing, of course it was. I'll go do it in Manchester. It always kicks off there. Brilliant.
Was that what his chapter was called as well?
I don't know. It was another Quran bit. I can't remember what it was.
Probably.
Ian has said that tea is better than coffee, and he's actually done the rock. To be honest, I can't laugh because if
I've never asked one in my house. I know if the missus says, "Do you want a drink?" "Cup of tea, please." "In the name of Satan."
I feel a bit cheeky having a coffee after 6 these days, so I kind of get it. It's not. I can't really laugh at him.
I have a brew when I get him from here.
I have a cup of tea, not a coffee.
I have a coffee.
Oh, you're a.
I have a brandy.
You made out stronger stuff than me.
Yeah. How's the Instagram going, Graham?
Very well, very
Looking
well.
good.
Yeah.
You're not showing us tonight, so that leads me to believe there might be stuff on there you don't want us to see.
No, I will. It's getting a little bit tiring you mentioning it, but I have looked.
Oh, is it getting tiring? That's so the best way to get me to stop mentioning it.
I have looked at it about 6 times since I got here today, though. To be honest.
It's full of very attractive ladies.
Good evening, phone going.
I can't.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, it's going very. Oh no.
No, sorry guys, I can't offer you live leak support during Trigger Warning show or even a live leak show. We don't do that. Sorry, just send me a PM on the site or something, dude.
I've just pulled up Instagram, by the way. It's doing very, very well. Very well.
Any emails yet, Cherry?
Yes, we've got one in. Chosen one. Today in Los Angeles is Morrissey Day. He was part of the Smiths bands in the 1980s.
Oh, I didn't know.
Neither did I.
Being from Manchester, I've never heard of the cunt.
He was born in Manchester, England. I've spoken to many people about him, and apparently he's not well liked in England, but here in the United States, we think he is God.
Do you? He's a dreadful cunt. He's a dreadful, dreadful, dreadful man.
Didn't he just cancel a gig there as well? Because apparently the heater broke on stage, and he was too cold.
Oh, was he too cold?
Yeah, so he cancelled it.
Well, I'm glad he's out there. I really never like. I mean, I didn't like the Smiths anyway.
He just fucking moans. Like,
with the flowers hanging out his ass. And he's a vegan.
Yeah.
But he rides a bicycle. And we know what that means. Not that I'm saying, I'm just saying. Allegedly. I forgot the magic word there, didn't I?
Yeah.
It's a joke. I'm sure he's great with kids and dogs and stuff.
He's probably not.
In the news this week, Charlie Sheen. Yes, tiger blood and winning, Charlie Sheen. Riddled with AIDS, Charlie Sheen. He's in the news because apparently it's come out that Corey Haim claimed that many years ago he was raped at 13 years old on the set of a film called Lucas. And some people did put two and two together previously because that's who he was in the film with. But now it's come out that Charlie Sheen, I think around the age of 26, had sexual intercourse with a 13-year-old boy, which is also known as rape. And then apparently the boy came back to him. And basically Charlie Sheen fucked him off. Now, obviously, this is an allegation at this time, but it does kind of all fit because not long after the accusation went public, his ex-wife reminded everybody that she'd seen him looking at very suspicious pornography, that he was still visiting prostitutes, she didn't want the kids with him. But oddly enough, Charlie Sheen, let's go back to a picture of AIDS-riddled Charlie Sheen. Oddly enough, Charlie Sheen denies the allegations. And I was amazed to see that as a headline, I'm not going to lie, because of course he's going to deny the fucking allegations. What's he going to say? Is Charlie Sheen really going to come out and go, oh yeah, you got me. I did. I fucked him. I ruined him. It was beautiful. Winning. The guy still thinks he's winning. He's got fucking AIDS. No one with AIDS is winning. That's not a lottery win. And if you are a child rapist, you're not winning. Child rapist with AIDS, oh, that's truly fucking despicable. Definitely not winning, except in an alternate universe where AIDS-riddled child molesters are popular. There, AIDS-riddled alleged child molester. Winning. Now, another ex came out, Denise Richards. Very pretty Denise Richards. And says she saw him looking at pornography that was suspiciously looked like underage gay pornography. Now, this was mentioned in the divorce papers with his ex. I don't know why it didn't come up. But just before we continue with the show, there's another picture of Denise Richards in a bikini. It's very nice. And here's another picture of Denise. Oh, my word, look at that. That's marvellous. And there's another picture of Denise Richards. Oh, my giddy aunt, would you look at that? She's a very well put together lady, isn't she?
Yes, boss.
I know she's not your type. She's not dressed as a fucking cat. And she's not 15. But she's a very well put together. She's 46 now, and I tell you something, you would.
46?
Yeah, she don't look like that now, but she's damn close. I love the way we're talking about sexual abuse and we're just basically here objectifying. Oh, but she's very beautiful. Look at that. Lovely. Lovely, lovely lady. Very talented. Very talented. Wazzo set of jugs. And a very nice bottom. Actually. Very nice bottom. So yeah, he's been accused of all these things, and it's not terribly hard to believe, but it is an allegation at this time, and unfortunately, The victim concerned, Corey Haim, had his life fucking destroyed by that and a series of other events that Corey Feldman talks about. And he's dead. He's fucking dead now. Because he just couldn't keep it together. I'm surprised Corey Feldman isn't as well, to be honest. And if he keeps making allegations about these rich, powerful people, he might not be for very much longer. But if it is true about Charlie Sheen raping boys, if it is true, and only if it's true and it's proven and everything, or somehow proven, I hope that his AIDS meds stop working pretty soon and he dies covered in sores with fungus growing inside his mouth and his anal cavity, withering away in bed in extreme pain and discomfort. And then we can tell him he's winning. If he didn't rape Corey Haim. That's pretty much going to happen anyway. So, there you go. There you go. Winning, dude. Fucking all them whores and watching all the underage gay porn's paid off for you, Charlie. Must be great being wealthy when you're riddled with AIDS. Now, it's, we're not done. We're done with the AIDS thing for now. You're allowed to joke about AIDS. It's alright joking about AIDS, isn't it? It's alright making light of AIDS, because none of you guys have got AIDS, have you?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Then it's alright. If you don't know, no harm, no foul. Not like the hairdresser that gave it everybody.
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
And he told people, I'm riddled with it.
Riddled with it.
That means all the way through. Bad AIDS. Not the good AIDS you got in the 80s. Bad AIDS.
The fun AIDS.
Yeah, the worst kind.
Party AIDS.
They knew how to fucking get AIDS back then, man.
Oh. Yeah, they got it properly. And then gave him chemotherapy for it. They thought it was cancer. So then you got all the fun of dying with AIDS worse.
Yeah.
And you got super AIDS.
They're on top of it now, though, aren't they? You can be
Last for
HIV
years.
positive. You can have a full life and everything. I mean, obviously there's certain precautions you have to take.
Because you're winning.
You're all right now, aren't you?
But sometimes the meds just fall off. And in Charlie's case, I think that's a distinct possibility.
One can only hope.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of this sort of child rape thing, I mean, he's not exactly the he's not exactly the person you'd wish all the best with, is he? He's
fucking shocking human being.
Even if this is all complete bullshit, you know that he's fucked so many people over. You know that.
Well, he used to keep a second house on that he could go to fuck whores. A male, female, I don't know, but that's probably where he got his AIDS. I don't know if the AIDS was, if he got it off a lady or if the AIDS was pumped into him. I don't know. I'll email. Pumped into him with an AIDS injection device known as cock.
You know, if I could afford a second secret house, it'd just be dead dark and quiet, and I'd just go and sit in it.
Yeah, you wouldn't get the AIDS in it, would you?
I wouldn't want parties. I'd just go and be like, oh.
This is my AIDS house. Yeah. This is where I get the AIDS.
Just big thick curtains, and just sit there like, oh, no one knows I'm here. This is amazing. Just, quiet.
It puts lotion in.
Well, that's
not
what Charlie did with his spare house.
No.
So apparently he used it for those purposes. Basically, Charlie Sheen's just a dreadful person anyway, and if he's done this, he's so far beneath contempt it's untrue. And hopefully, if he has done it, everything that's coming for him won't miss him. That's pretty much it. Lacey Hates People says, does Charlie ride a bicycle? Probably. I think it's a given now, isn't it? There's a bicycle in his garage.
Of course there is.
Telling you. And a Prius. Someone's just asked where Bob with AIDS is. I've not seen Bob with AIDS for a bit, have we?
He's not been down in ages.
I don't think he actually likes us anymore. I don't think he liked us in the first place. You know, I think he just hung around because there was no lift home.
I know that. See, I know where he is, but I don't want to disrespect him by talking about it on air. But he tends to be working a lot at the moment.
Exactly.
At this exact period of time.
Just
also,
when the show's going on.
He's with a lot of right-on people who are his friends, and
what right on?
Talking about AIDS and things probably isn't great. I understand, and he's sensitive about it because obviously he's fucking ravaged by it. He got it off a toilet seat. The shittest way of getting AIDS. Did you know you can get that off a toilet seat?
No.
You can definitely. That's why you should put pieces of paper all around it. That stops the AIDS. Not if you're fucking someone. You can't wrap your willy in toilet paper and not get the AIDS. But you can put it down on the toilet seat.
Is that going to stop AIDS? I thought AIDS it only survives about 5 minutes outside your body, though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's not like,
that's enough.
Yeah, I try not to.
Try not to what?
Well, I try not to get intimate with like filthy toilets. You know, like if it's
I try not to get the AIDS.
I tend to hover, to be honest.
You are hover.
If I have to poo in a really gross, I'll just float. But I'm quite. I fall through quite quickly, so it's not an issue. Like my knees are alright. You know what I mean? I know that my knees are gonna be okay with the little, because I'm just do and I'm out. Obviously, I wipe my ass first, but I can do that stood up, no problem.
I can keep your pants up. I can go one better than that.
You know, I'm just going to kick back and relax.
Cherry's got the look of a man that he goes in a cubicle for a shit. Whatever's there's there. I'm sitting down. It wipes off. All right, that's all I'm saying. It wipes off.
See, I tend to go in the morning as well. I'm a morning pooer, so I don't. It was only in the days when I used to sort of go out that I had the sort of emergency poo issue.
The whiz shits.
Yeah. It was just, they weren't quick. They was, oh God.
No, it's that first cup of coffee in the morning, isn't it?
Yeah.
First bit of tobacco sets your system off.
Yeah, done.
And then the closer you get to the toilet, the more your body goes, no, I'm just letting it go now. Yeah. Strange thing, though. We got any emails there, Cherry?
Yes, we've got one. Have we heard anything about Alex Salmond in the news recently?
No, he sort of dropped off, didn't he?
Was he like the First Minister of Scotland?
He was, and then he was kicked out, and now he's lost his seat anyway, and he mouthed off about Catalonia, I think.
He said, today it was announced Alex Salmond has been signed to host a TV show on RT TV. What do you mean, BVTV or not?
Russia Today.
Oh, right. Do you think there are enough is that say pseudo, spelled with where? Politicians on TV already without Shrek lookalike salmon jumping on the bandwagon?
I won't be watching it anyway. I couldn't. Your pupils are fucking huge, dude.
Mine? I don't know.
I think politicians going on RT, having a show on any state broadcaster is very dangerous for any kind of politician, in my opinion. But fuck it, I won't be watching it. I can't abide him anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Remember, guys, get in touch at Triggered TV on Twitter, Trigger Warning TV on Facebook, Troll Central if you're logged into Lively, get in there, and live at triggerwarning.tv for the emails, and live at triggerwarning.tv for the Skype.
We've had a tweet. Well, I had a tweet notification because and it's us. The radio.
Oh, the radio station's tweeted something out.
It's now playing Nick Harrison, Lint Free Cloth. There we go. And it's just
bit of electronica prog.
Yeah, it's just letting everyone know.
Yeah.
Whilst we're live on air.
I just set it up, all right. I don't know. The worst part was it lets you say what you want in the message that goes out.
I just thought it was quite cute that the radio station is just off doing its own thing.
Oh, it does. It's its own thing. It's happy.
In terms of Facebook, Alex really liked the fact that you were talking about Denise. He was a big fan of that.
Did you have a good long think about that, Alex? I bet you. He's only a young man. He'll be thinking about her plenty later on. Eat some bananas. You know, keep the vitamins and things or the energy up.
Do you know what? Seriously, when I have a banana, about half an hour later, I have to be careful. I get a direct. There must be something in bananas that I'm lacking. That when I have a banana, I'm just away, randy as anything. So I have to be careful, obviously, because.
Do you want a
banana? Start having them before the show. Sitting here like.
I didn't know that worked, but okay.
Yeah, no, bananas.
Zinc in it, they're full of.
It's the potassium.
Potassium, yeah, plenty of potassium.
Yeah, although you can get just as much.
Yeah, but Alex is a young lad. He's depleting his reserves viciously every fucking day. He's only young.
Bless his little face.
Yeah, now, it doesn't stop with Charlie Sheen. This is not a child rape, AIDS-riddled child rapist story. But the celebrity thing is going insane now. They're all at it. And the latest victim, and one we were not happy to see happen, Louis C.K. Yes! The ginger amusement artist. Someone I actually find quite funny, and this will not stop me finding him funny, by the way. It's like when musicians are arseholes. People, I won't listen to him anymore. I will. I'll listen to the music. I do draw the line at kiddie fuckers. I've got to say, I don't watch Roman Polanski movies. I don't want to, entertain these people. But it turns out that Louis C.K. has not only intimated that he would like to masturbate in front of ladies, allegedly, but has masturbated in front of ladies. Now, I had to check, because we've all done that from time to time, but usually with permission. I'm getting the impression this wasn't one of those times. I'm getting the impression they probably weren't anticipating a fat middle-aged ginger man getting his willy out and pulling one off at them. But apparently that's what he does. Is this going to put you off Louis C.K., Graham?
Yeah, I've been really torn about this. It's really frustrating because I do find him really, really funny. And as I was saying to you before the show, like, some of the comedy that he does in terms of talking about how men are just ridiculous sexual abusers and stuff, it's only funny, or it was only funny because he's not one of them. It's like his observations, but some of his humour's got a whole new slant on it.
Now it's funny because he is that person,
and it's weird as well because hearing about the level of how much he was protected kind of worries me. Within the comedy scene in the US, like you weren't allowed to speak ill of him, and like some sort of weird. I'm not a big fan of that, but I don't know. I've not actually watched any of his stand-up since then. I'd like to see one post all this. I'd like to see new material.
Well, again, it's still only an allegation.
Yeah.
At this time, one of the big problems I think we've got at the minute is as soon as there's an allegation, there's action.
Yeah.
And I think that's a very dangerous road to go. You got the guys with pitchforks on Twitter, and the screaming, hairy-lipped, anti-sandwich-making feminists as well. They don't have to get excited. First fucking sniff of an accusation, they're all there saying all men are rapists, etc.
Well, it happened here, didn't it, with Ep03 and all that. There was a couple of people from Coronation Street and stuff that were just accused falsely. They cleared the name and all that, but it's like, well, the career's fucked.
Oh, you folks, that's you for life.
I am really, really concerned with this sort of accusation thing, and it's a very, very fine line because you kind of know with Louis C.K., it's almost certainly going to be true. Of course it is.
But you don't know it's true.
But you don't know it's true.
There's a difference. Like Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Okay, he said, I don't remember doing that. I don't know. The worst one that was his is he got all his genitals out to show a bartender. Yeah. All his genitals, apparently. Cock and balls, I expect. And then gave him some money. The rest of what he's done is hugely inappropriate. But it seems to be mostly hugging. He's a shit rapist, basically. He's not good at it.
You know what?
Shit rapist.
Yeah.
That's an easy $5,000, isn't it? Easy $5,000.
Easy. I mean, that was a $6,500 watch, apparently, just for someone going, look at me cock and balls, please, look at them.
I'd give him an awkward cuddle for that. But he could say his things to me. I mean, fucking hell. I've got you saying this shite to me every week for nothing.
But I don't cuddle you.
No, but you...
I don't press my erection against your hip.
No, but you'd stare me dead in the eyes and say really uncomfortable sexual things to me. Like, really, specifically, that are becoming more and more tailored to me. It's like, in terms of that, comparing that...
It's the personal touch.
But comparing
Don't
that...
be so fucking ungrateful.
No, well, obviously, I appreciate the effort, of course.
I do it to Cherry, but at the minute I think he'd start panicking and getting paranoid.
No, not at all. Funnily enough, I've just had a fucking email off a live leak viewer.
Oh.
Let's call her Mrs. Cherry. How the hell have your eyes gone from looking like piss holes in the snow to huge pupils?
He's tired.
Yeah.
He's just had a long day, that's all it is.
She knows I've had a long day.
There you go. It's just been a long day and his eyes are tired, so they're relaxing.
I've got to stare at Hayden.
That's what it is. That's what it is. And he's relaxing. Yeah. There you go, Mrs. Cherry.
I'm not relaxing. In fact, you did me right as we came on air because I was like, we had 3 minutes. I was like, I need a wee. And any other time, I just would have got up and gone. And
Why didn't you just get up and go?
But you went, no. And
I said, oh dear.
Oh dear. Well, but then I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to. But it's worked in my favour Because it's giving me that edge.
So you're getting your edgy.
It's giving me that awake.
Remember, you sat on my seat,
No,
so don't get too edgy.
I'm not that fucking gone. I'm not going to just go in my pants.
Well, I don't know.
But it's
You might cough or sneeze,
just.
and there it goes.
But it has woke me because I am exhausted. It's helped. It has helped. Before you got to Troll Central, actually, Happy Dog said you're supposed to eat it, not sit on it, Graham. In terms of the bananas, I've never done a banana up my bum.
I think they're squishy, aren't they?
Yeah, that's the thing. It always
Maybe Happy
felt
Dog's
like...
got a little more give.
Yeah, bless his little heart.
I don't know if it's an age thing or just having a lot of cock thing, but I imagine he's got a bit more slack in the ring. When he farts, he's probably like a horse's cough.
Fuck's sake.
I bet his underpants are a fucking disgrace at the end of the day. But he does have a look of a man that sneezes and shits quite regularly.
Do you know what? That's the best thing that Louis C.K. ever did. That he said that when you hit 40 and you have to start going to the toilet just to wipe your ass. That is the funniest thing he's ever said. He's like, I've not done a shit. I've just go and as normal, just wipe my ass. The shit there. I don't know what's happened. The funniest fucking thing he's ever said.
I tell you what's really uncomfortable. Just want a horse. When you sneeze and fart at the same time.
Yeah.
It mustn't be something I do often because the other day I did it and it was like a surprise.
It hurts, doesn't it, when you do that?
Because I ate all them fucking chilies, didn't I?
Yeah.
The Naga chilies and that curry, the volcanic curry with extra Naga. I'm not good with those. I don't like them. I'm not doing that again. Worst part is I'm there with it on a fork looking at my son. He's going, go on, Dad, eat it. Eat it. And then after I ate it, he said, are you going to have diarrhea now? And he was over the moon at the thought of me in terrible discomfort having the shits.
They're built that way, kids, though, aren't they? They just love to see you comfortable. I used to be a chef, and I used to have to chop hundreds of bird's eye chilies every day, and sometimes I'd always get reminders, but sometimes you just forget, and you'd go home to whoever it was, and consensually, by the way, have special cuddles. And a couple of times I did forget, and it was a bad time. And in fact, but then there was one girl really just kind of got into it actually. Yeah.
Well, there's a ginger thing. It was called figging, where you carve ginger into a plug and push it into the anus, and of course ginger Roger will burn like a bastard. Apparently that's the thing. It's called figging.
I used to get as much ginger as I could take home with me because I used to buy it in bulk, and I never tried that. I never even thought to try.
You never once thought of just showing. Apparently it's hugely uncomfortable. I did see one very funny porn outtake. I think it was probably E-fucked, because that's where all the best outtakes end up. Where a woman had put one in, and then it went up. And she was just in great discomfort for quite a considerable amount of time. I enjoyed that hugely. Many, many, many times. It was very good. So yes, figging.
Figging. Well, I'm not going to try it now. My ginger's expensive. It was different when I got it free from the kitchen.
It might be worth the investment.
Get some lazy ginger. Supermarket, it's already grand.
Bit
Don't be
lazy
you, man.
ginger.
Yeah. Done.
It's just a spoonful
Fish
of that.
bath
Sound myself with it. Oh, there we go.
Don't have to peel it or anything.
Well, it's all
It's
there,
harder
isn't
to
it?
get out, isn't it? I imagine, than a
Yeah.
plug-shaped object.
Yeah.
Because once you stuff that lazy stuff up, it's just in there, isn't it? There's no... Look, you just go... Quick, love, get your finger in and scoop it out. For fuck's sake, it's burning. It's burning terribly.
Get the wok out.
Try lazy garlic first, perhaps. Just ease your way in. That's the least appealing sexual lubricant ever, isn't it? Lazy garlic.
I won't have lazy garlic in my house, thank you very much. I respect
What
garlic.
a flavoured condom that'd be. Garlic.
Alex has said that Louis C.K. is like Hayden. Talented enough for us to overlook the fact that he's a pervert. Barely in Hayden's case. You're only just walking the line.
I'm only just a pervert.
You're just entertaining enough for them to just about overlook their failings.
You say failings, I say virtues.
And we've not had any more hearts, so I've got none to read out. So there's that. We've had a couple of laughs, but yeah.
That's mainly Tanya at me.
Lols.
Lol, Stephen and Colin have lol, but no more hearts.
How the fuck did I take a serious story about child rape and we've done half an hour on AIDS and shoving things up your ass? It's not healthy, it's not big, and it's not clever. I've enjoyed it though.
I have enjoyed.
Will you let us know how the figging goes though? If everyone donates just a couple of pounds a month to Trigger Warning, because there are quite a lot of costs now, but we'll also buy some ginger for Graham, and he probably will actually. And yeah,
I'm curious. I've got to say,
Gene curious.
it's on myself, obviously. I'm not gonna. Well, no, because I always find.
I'm not gonna fucking do it with you.
But that's. Yeah. But you've got to do these things to yourself before you do it with someone else. Because if you don't know, I mean, honestly, that's why I'm always saying you've got to shove something up your ass, because you can't do anal sex until you've had something up your own ass first. Because you just don't know. You just don't know. Once you know, then you can.
Is that the rule? Is it?
Yeah, it's the rule of having a good time. If you want to have a good time,
have something up your ass.
Because otherwise, what the fuck are you doing? You're not supposed to shove a dick up there.
No.
You've got to. But if you've done it yourself in your own ass, then
you shoved a dick up your ass.
Well, not a dick, but something much larger than the thing I'm carrying around. So like.
He said no, so I was like.
The mental image in my head is so terrible right now.
Like if I know how to handle that,
You're not sitting under his desk.
Why would you do that to yourself though?
So that I'd be amazing at anal sex.
How does it make you better at it? To have something bigger than yours up your arse?
Because I know. Because
you know what?
I'm not
it's
going.
Not complex.
I'm not going into the specifics beyond that. I think
I've
already exposed my private life enough to you at this point.
The cock goes in the hole.
I'm not going into like.
How does shoving one up your ass make you better at it?
You know that in terms of the rhythms of how quickly things relax.
What
down
rhythm
there.
did you like? Was it the Staying Alive one?
You just know it's
oh no, it would have been YMCA, wouldn't it?
Oh,
bit of Sade, perhaps. Like a couple of candles.
You're a disgrace.
Did it have balls on the end of the one you did, so you could make sure you got all the whole sensation? I'm just asking because I don't know.
We've got more arts anyway. Thanks, Alex and Ian. Lovely there, and David as well. James, you're all wonderful.
Iron Warrior agreed. He says. Oh, perhaps to see what a woman feels.
Yeah, of course, man.
You fucking shocking liberal bastards.
Natalie said, quote me, even though I didn't say it, do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
No. That's bullshit. Do unto others. It stops there.
Every time I hold the door open for you here now, it's gonna have a tinge of like, oh, is that coming from the same part of his brain that fucks himself in the ass with a dildo?
No, I'm alright with opening doors and things.
Let me get that, Hayden.
Graham, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think any worse of you for doing it. It's fine.
I don't. Well, it doesn't.
I don't judge, but you do. You do you. You
Yeah,
did.
Yeah.
Or did you let someone else do you?
I will, and I did.
Was it a strap on?
Yeah, God, I've tried both. Of course I have. Yeah,
Oh, that'd be uncomfortable. That's very submissive. That's really uncomfortable. I don't mean it's just the physical. I'm sure that was quite uncomfortable as well.
Yeah.
But just the submissive thing would bother me intensely. I find that very uncomfortable.
I'm not going to get into a whole power bottom conversation with you because I know you. It doesn't. I
guess that fish hook's just going to have to be left dangling, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not going into all that with you, man.
Right, so that's what we'll do. If we get a few more donations in, we'll buy some ginger for Graham. Because let's face it, if he's had a great big heavily veined rubber cock up there, what the fuck does a bit of ginger matter? We are actually launching a Patreon soon. I'm sure the content of this show is the best way of launching that. But the one important thing about any donations that we have had to Trigger Warning, and you'll see where the money's going. Okay, no one creaming it off, we're not hiding anything. It's totally transparent. You'll see what everything gets spent on because it's not like it's going to make a fortune. It's just to keep it rolling. Any emails there, Cherry?
Nope.
No, that's quiet. Live at Trigger Warning TV. Get some emails in. Keep Cherry in work. Graham's looking like.
Well, there is an email. Why are you saying
no? I wait for something else to come in. So.
Like you're hovering the mouse over it.
I know. It's one of those things.
I just feel bad because
like,
I can't be asked reading that one.
It's not that interesting, really.
All right.
Have a read.
Well.
Yeah, you guys just have a read.
I'm screening it, just in case.
It's going well.
Accusations are flying about over historical sexual actions that resulted in Carl Sargent taking his own life? Why is it that most of the accusers can remain anonymous when the accused is named and shamed, even when the accusers prove false?
Well, we are going to talk about Carl Sargent a little bit afterwards if we have time. It's tricky. I don't think anyone should be named officially until there is an active court case where they can be named as the accused and defend themselves robustly. Or preferably, in an ideal world, it would be after conviction. But we know we don't live in one of those ideal worlds. That's
kind of the point. We got sidetracked before. That was kind of the point I was making before about like how, like with Louis C.K., like with, you know, the rest of them, you know it's almost certainly true, but it's who else? Someone's going to get swept up in all this. Someone 100% is going to get some Twitter mob after him saying you did this, you did that, and they're going to be innocent, but their life is going to be ruined. You know, even if that's temporarily, it might just be 5 years that they don't get any more work for or whatever. But it
never goes away.
But then there's still that thing of like, oh, isn't he the guy that fucked a kid? And yeah, it's always there, and it makes me really, really uncomfortable. And that goes into the bigger thing at the moment with this Twitter mob thing.
Yeah.
I saw one the other day on Facebook saying don't buy Fallout Boy stuff because one of them fucked a 14-year-old girl, and the only source for it was Tumblr, and it was like, what? Just so someone's done a fucking Tumblr post, and that's become another post which has now become this shared by tens of thousands of people going, do not buy Fallout Boy, he is a paedophile. And it's like, well, he might very well be, but that doesn't necessarily mean... Where the fuck is this official fucking thing that everyone's sharing going, this is disgusting, evil man? Lacey's on the phone if you want to talk to her.
Yeah, let's have a chat with Lacey. So let's talk about pushing things up Graham's ass, gets people excited. Hello?
Hello?
I can't hear anything.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear. I think there's a cable.
You're on. Wait.
I'm not going out through that. I should be coming out of... Oh!
Can you hear me
I wasn't
now?
even plugged into that, was I?
Yes.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can now. I had to unplug it and plug it back in again.
Oh, well, that always works, right?
Apparently.
A little shake.
Hello, Lacey. How are you?
I'm good. You guys are talking about all this queer shit, so I felt compelled to call in and tell you a queer joke.
Okay.
Okay, if the gays and the lesbians raced to San Francisco, who would get there first?
I don't know. If the gays and the lesbians raced to San Francisco, who would get there first?
The gays, because they already got their shit packed. I thought it was funny. But look what I got.
Hang on, just one second, Lacey. Let me just explain. It's a joke about men having the shit packed with the cock up the bum. You understand? You've had your shit packed. You should understand.
Or you can say the lesbians would get there first because they got their lickety-split.
Lickety-split? See, Cherry, that's because sometimes...
I can't hear it.
It's alright. It doesn't matter anyway, dude. It's fine. What have you got there, Lacey? That looks like the world's strongest man.
Yes, I got his book in the mail. Isn't it great?
Eddie Hall, I bet his book's fascinating.
Oh my god, it is. I had to order it from Amazon UK there. And there's like another picture of him.
How's he filled the whole book with, I eat things and lift everything's up?
Oh, yes. Oh my god, it's pretty interesting. He was quite a determined young man. He was going to be an Olympic swimmer at like 14. That's how good he was. But he said he started like smoking weed and fucking off, and it went downhill from there. I
did watch, there's a documentary about him on Amazon. I think it was Amazon or Netflix.
It was really good.
Oh, sorry, there's a pop-up in front of you. It was either Amazon or Netflix. I know he had quite an interesting childhood, but then after that he was just eating a lot and lifting heavy things. That's what Eddie does.
He's so hot, though. Isn't he hot? I mean, you guys are talking about gay shit.
Look at the size of him. I imagine he's roasting.
Oh, my God. He's like 6'2" and like 400 pounds.
He's a big bastard, that's for sure.
He'd make you feel
I hope
safe.
the rest of him big. That would be so sad if he was like such a big, handsome man, but, you know, he was like that. That'd be terrible.
Well, he might... Does he take the steroids? Because he might have tiny little testicles.
I don't know. When I fantasize about him, he's got a pretty big thing.
Has he got big testicles when you think about him?
Oh my god. Don't you just want to, like, lick one?
No. No, I don't want to lick Eddie Hall's nipples.
Oh, that's okay. I'll do it
It's
for
fine
you.
if you do. Graham, do you want to lick Eddie Hall's nipples?
Nah, I'm alright. Maybe if it was black.
Would you do it for a tenner?
Nope.
Maybe if you were what?
Maybe if he was black.
Oh, I thought you said if you were black.
Maybe if I was black.
I was confused. Is that what black people do? Is it?
Dirty liberal fuck that I am, but that's the one thing that I'm weirdly, overtly racist about.
What did you say, Cherry, about
Eddie Hall? He nearly died a few years ago.
Did he?
Due to meningitis.
Meningitis.
Then he went on to accomplish what he has done.
Right. So is he
Well
the
done.
world's strongest man now? Is he actually the world's strongest man? Did he make it in the end?
Yes, won it last year.
Oh, fantastic. Good on him. He's from Stoke, isn't he, or something?
Yeah, he's from Stoke there. That's what his book said anyways.
Stoke is such a terrible shithole, though.
Is it? That's what it said on the documentary. Like, he had gone back to his hometown and he had said it was pretty rough.
Oh, it's horrible. It's fucking horrible. I'm not surprised it spat him out. Dreadful
Is it like
place.
Detroit or no?
I've never been to Detroit. It's probably... It doesn't even have the interesting history of Detroit. Stoke is famous for making No!
What are you doing? What are you doing?
No, we're on Skype!
No.
Stoke is famous for making pottery. See?
Pottery.
Not even like Detroit rolling iron or anything, just pottery. It's shit. It's a shit place, shit people, shit football team. I just wouldn't go to Stoke.
But yeah, he became quite the shining example there of Stoke, though. But yeah, he did like a lot of discipline. When he was like 14, he would ride into town. He did a lot of swimming. Like I said, he was going to be an Olympic swimmer until he started fucking off. And then he was like 17, and he worked at a bar as a bouncer.
I think Lacey's got a shrine, and I think Lacey's going to be getting a restraining order in the near future. Well, I mean, let us know if you do get a restraining order, because we'd love to hear about that. Because we have our own celebrity stalker, don't we? Part-time team member John. He's a celebrity stalker.
Eddie Hall had like he's doing like a contest with the shoving the marshmallows in your mouth. Did you see my video? You featured it.
I didn't feature it. Like, I'm sorry, no, I haven't seen it. But he's doing a competition of shoving marshmallows in his mouth.
Yeah, his video comes out tomorrow. I guess he did well. I didn't do so well. I only got like 9.
I don't know, is that good?
I don't know. My mouth isn't very big. I got fat cheeks, but I couldn't get a lot in there. I was like a squirrel. I was trying to stuff them
Be
in
no
there.
good for Eddie Hall then. Hung like a mule. There we go.
My gosh.
Well, thank you for sharing your sexual fantasy with us, Lacey. It's always nice to hear.
Oh, thank you for letting me share it with you. It
okay.
makes it all the more erotic.
And if I ever bump into Eddie Hall, I'll make sure I get him to give you a shout out or something. I will never bump into Eddie Hall, but should it happen, we'll definitely get him to give you a shout. We'll invite him on the show. How's that? I'm sure he's got a lot.
I hope you do.
I'm sure he's got a lot to say about AIDS-riddled Hollywood stars and politics and things like that. I'm sure it'll be right up his street.
Yeah, I'm sure. All right then, Hayden. It was been fun.
Nice talking to you, Lacey. Take care. There we go. That was Lacey Hates People. That was nice. Cool. Queer jokes. And Graham said something about him being black. I'm kind of confused right now, but it's all right. It's one of those. Evenings. Lacey just, this is my sexual fantasy. Eddie Hall.
No, it wasn't even half. It wasn't like subtle or anything, was it? It was like, this is what I'm going to be jerking off to as soon as you're done.
Good for Lacey.
Good
Why
for
not?
I couldn't hear any of that.
It's all right.
Oh, I know, I'm sorry.
Did I want to?
That's why you put the emails up in front.
I know, yeah. You were like, I'll just pass the time.
Fuck you guys.
I'm trying to be proactive.
I know you were. I know you just meant the best of what I'm not
Going
angry.
forward.
I'm not angry with you, Cherry. I'm not angry. Have we got any emails, Cherry?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Just the one. I love listening to you guys talking about shit as I'm sitting here reading. Not sure why, but just glancing at the screen reminds me of a mixture of the Daily Stormer and the Woodstock Festival. How bad?
They mean you, Graham. You're a proper Nazi bastard.
How bad does the control room smell, by the way? A quick shout out to John. I wish him and his family all the best. Wingman.
It smells all right.
It's quite nice tonight, isn't it? It's all right.
I had a shower.
It's not a dreadful room. It's all right. Yeah.
See, I couldn't shower before I came because I was telling you when I mistimed my family outing, so I was supposed to have a couple of hours, but I had nothing.
Didn't happen.
Got home, dropped off, came straight here. Didn't shower, but I think I've got lucky in terms of. It's probably because it's cold, isn't it?
I'm like 10 feet or so away. I'm fine. I don't care.
Right. But no, it doesn't smell. It's a good night in the studio for that.
I've been mucking out horses today, so I smell quite cool.
His hair's lovely as well.
Is it?
Oh, thank you.
Maybe Graham could help you out with the anal thing. But if we get some donations in and I buy you some ginger, are you going to crack on with that? I don't want video or pictures or anything.
It's my little GoPro.
I'll just take your word.
Just extended out from my head, looking back at me. It'd be fucking great, that.
See if that would be great.
I'll do that from a private collection.
Yeah, just don't share it with me because it won't be private.
I tell you what, I wish I'd had a GoPro 10 years ago. I'd have so much good footage.
Any digital when I was young, that'd be fantastic.
Oh my god.
NC Mike says, I'm freaked out about this whole show. Donald Trump for the win says, get Hillary Clinton on the show, then skullfuck her in the eye socket. Oh my god. Why has a spastic from Birmingham gotten the name Donald Trump for the win? And now he wants me to skullfuck Hillary on the show. Why would I do that? Why would I put any part of my body anywhere near Hillary Clinton? Or Donald Trump? I know you'd lick between Donald Trump's ass cheeks. Not all of us are the same. What a strange thing to say. I tell you what, let's just get Hillary Clinton on the show, Graham, yeah?
No problem.
Brilliant. You just drop her a line.
I will.
Cup of Tea says Black Sabbath rock. Yes, they do. Donald Trump for the win says Tony Iommi is a legend. Yes, he is. Cut a couple of his fingers off before he went on tour, the tips of them. But he's from Birmingham. What can you fucking expect?
And a lefty.
Yeah. A witch and from Birmingham. Is anything good? I mean, it's Judas Priest were from Birmingham, weren't they? And Black Sabbath. Robert Plant, was he not from Birmingham? Some connection with Led Zeppelin in Birmingham. I don't know what it is. I thought they were all public school boys. But on the whole, all the good things from Birmingham left very quickly. It's the way they talk. It's dreadful. It is. It's utterly dreadful. The only thing that's worse, Scouse. Poof. Don't like it. Let's have a look here. For some reason, Donald Trump for the win's laughing. I don't know why he lives in Birmingham. I can't think of anything to laugh about. I really can't. We got any emails there, Cherry?
We have.
Oh.
Sat here with a very sore arsehole, as I've just had a very large shit, and all this talk about bum bumming not helping at all. The wife won't even put Sudocrem cream on it for me. That's from Mark.
He's written regards as well. Regards.
Yours sincerely.
I like that.
So his wife won't put the Sudocrem on his ring. Oh, that's not fair, is it?
No, that's one of
you
those
don't
things.
want to use Sudocrem. It's E45 all the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I thought Sudocrem was supposed to be soothing.
You ever tried washing that shit off? Like.
Yeah,
right.
I have. Yeah. Yes, I have a kid. Of course I have. My kid once covered himself in it head to fucking toe.
Oh, when you get their hands on that, little sods.
I'm not worried about washing it off my hands.
You don't want to wash it off, though, do you? Isn't that the point? That you sort of just leave it. You don't want it to come off.
Well, if it depends what part you treat it. You want it off your hands eventually, otherwise everything you touch will just be Sudocremy.
Little bastards.
So he's got a sore ass and no one will rub the cream on for him.
No.
Poor
Oh
well.
Nick's been in touch saying, I'm going to take a wild guess that I joined this feed at an awkward moment.
No, not at all. Probably a good time.
There hasn't been much like...
How do you pick a moment that isn't fucking awkward?
There wasn't like some big context thing that led up to this conversation or anything to justify it. Apparently as well, Eddie Hall is the only man to deadlift 500 kilograms under strongman rules.
It's like half a ton, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what that means though.
Jesus wept. You know, one day he's going to do that and his arse is going to fall out. Just the whole thing, the whole pink sock's just going to drop out.
Oof.
I hope we get the video if he does. No offence to Eddie Hall. It could be anyone, I don't mind. But that's just... plop. Somebody's just seen Happy Dog's email.
Yeah.
Lacey Hates People says, I'm retarded and undersexed. She is. I'm just retarded. People talking about Black Sabbath, that's cool. Zero DFX says, there are lots of undersexed LLers that would throw you some dick, girl. Throw you some dick. These colonials, they have funny ways of speaking. It's like when they say, I'm going to take a shit.
Take a shit. Yeah.
Take a shit.
Take a shit.
Where to? Where do you... I don't understand that at all. It makes no sense. I'm going to take a shit. Why? What? Where? What? Why?
You know the thing that really gets me...
You have a poo.
With American is on accident.
On accident?
Yeah, it's really common over there now. It's like so many people under 30 in America are saying on accident instead of by accident, that it's actually altered now. It's part of the language. It's not some thing anymore. It's a legitimate, like you can write it in an essay over there and it'll get
disgraceful.
Marked. On accident. Disgraceful. Whenever anyone says it, I go, ugh.
It's by accident.
It's by accident, yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
Not on accident. How can you get on an accident?
I know.
Oh, you just can't say, I've shit myself.
On accident.
I shit myself on accident. And they say that whenever... I mean, that's just a weird thing to hear anyway, but yeah.
We've established most of the time that Americans, as much as I admire and love them and everything, they don't speak very well at all. But I do love it when they're grammar Naziing and get it wrong. And then I point out, they go, well, we just talk different to you. Yeah, that's what it'll be.
Aluminum and oregano.
Nuclear.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy and I understand and I actually adore the fact that the English language and all
evolves,
language, it changes and it evolves, and when I'm 80, if I manage to live that long, I won't understand 20-year-olds.
No, that's how it should be.
That's exactly how it should be.
But it should still make sense.
But on accident is just fucking stupid.
See, that's just wrong. That's very bad. It took me 10 years to get over my bad.
My bad, yeah.
And I don't mind that one so much. The one that I've even caught myself saying it a couple of times and I hate myself for it is if you're in a shop and you say, could I get... Can I get a something?
Can I get, yeah.
And of course it's not. It's could I have is the correct way. Now, doubtless some American at some point will come in going, questioning my sexuality for speaking correctly. But that's why our empire encircled the globe and yours is crumbling under the weight of a man with small hands. Because you don't speak properly. If you spoke properly, you'd find things far better. Just my opinion. It's a year of Trump now, isn't it? A year of Donald Trump.
Today's the birthday, the celebration.
Cool.
Is it a year?
Because it's 9/11 here, isn't it?
It is.
The way we write our day.
Probably.
In fact, the way every country but the US writes dates. It's 9/11 here, yes. And I was expecting some big Trump thing.
Big hoo-ha.
Big hoo-ha. There's been bugger all. No, I mean, I don't really watch telly. Maybe there was some.
He did what George Bush did. Just ignored it.
Yeah. Well, it's like, when people are saying like, "Oh, this show you're going to talk about Trump," we talk about Donald Trump very, very little because what more is to say?
Lars has just chirped in actually saying the could have and could have agrees with there.
Could have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say that as well. Could have.
What you saying?
Well, actually, what I say is could have. I don't say could have. It's could have.
What? Graham will be hot at 80. Sweet, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm cultivating like a Jack Nicholson thing. That's my plan.
He's not looking that great in here, 80.
No, but he does all right though, doesn't he? He's
probably not anymore.
Well, thanks for shooting that fucking.
Sean Connery looked good till he got the fucking Alzheimer's and that.
I was clinging on to Jack Nicholson, and you've just gone no. Just that's...
I don't think you'll make 80 anyway. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Stephen Hawking, innit? In a matter of just a couple of thousand years, the Earth's going to turn into a sizzling ball of fire anyway. Don't worry about these things, Graham.
I think you cross the line there, Hayden.
Just let life happen.
How dare you say that old Jack Nicholson isn't fit?
I wouldn't do him.
That's the fucking line for me. You just crossed it.
I've got visions now. Graham sat in a Stephen Hawking chair driving the desk.
Graham's just going home to wank to Chinatown now, bitterly. Or watch the original Batman with Tim Burton. Batman go, he's still got it. And I don't judge you for that, Graham.
No, that's all right.
And I'm sorry I crossed that line. I shouldn't have done that.
We'll have a word.
Yeah, we'll sort it out.
A little phone call tomorrow. I still love you, Hayden.
Oh, right. Jeez, that's it. But before we go, remember, Trigger Warning Radio is kind of up and running. There's stuff on there. There will be more. If you want to get involved in it, just let us know via the site. Drop us a line. We're looking for different voices. Conservative, leftist, liberal, not so much vegan. But, you know, all different people. So we're looking for that. So get in touch. Check out the site through the week, triggerwarning.tv. We're on social. We're on here, we're on there. I'm on Lively all the fucking time, so you can contact me on there as well. Thank you so much for watching, everybody out in social media land. And, of course, to my favourite people in Troll Central. And naturally, thanks to Graham and Cherry as well for keeping me company and doing all the hard work.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I don't know what you did, but that squeaking noise made it for me. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We covered one of the 3 different topics we had for tonight. It's not the news. What do you want? Guys, have a great week. We'll be back next week. And remember, Sunday night, 9 o'clock GMT, is the Trigger Warning Radio show on Fab Radio International and Trigger Warning Radio. And probably wherever it turns up. Have a great week, guys. Catch you later. Bye-bye.